Hello, good day. This is Anka from Top Heater.
This is Nancy. Welcome to our broadcast room.
Welcome.
Today we are going to introduce the spare part of tubular heating elements for you. Include resistant wire, plug, and
the terminal pin.
Yes.
These three spare parts are the fittings of the electrical heating elements, and as a heating elements manufacturer, we were built in 1995. Now our company is growing, and now we can produce over 1,000 types of heating elements, and daily output for the heating elements we can make is 100,000 pieces per day within 8 hours. In order to meet our own needs for the raw material of the electrical heating elements, and we built a factory to special produce the fittings of the electrical heating elements, and now we are a group company, and we have our own workshop and the factory to produce the fittings of the electrical heating elements. Like my colleague Nancy said, our today's topic is about the terminal pin, the resistant wire, and the plug. So let's to introduce you one by one. And first, let's have a detailed look about our sample. So from the sample table, you can see that we are showing you the terminal pin. Here is the terminal pin, and the resistant wire, and the plug. So the first I would like to introduce you is the terminal pin. About the terminal pin, it's connecting the power cord and left it in the heating tube as a non-heating part, and they are assembled at the two ends of the tubular heating elements. It's assembled at the two ends of the tubular heating elements. And when resistant wire is finished coiling, it will be welded the terminal pin at the two ends. You can see from this sample, this wire is finished coiling, and it will be welded the terminal pin at the two ends. Also the lower terminal pin will be thrown into a plug and then go to the next step for filling angel powder. This one is the lower terminal pin. And there are two processing ways of our terminal pin. One is the lacing process, another one is the grinding process. From the appearance, actually you can distinguish from terminal pin's appearance whether they are processed by lacing or the grinding. If the terminal pin is processed by lacing, actually it will look more beautiful, clean, and neat. If terminal pin is processed by grinding, its appearance is rougher comparing with the lacing one. I will show you simple. Now, I am not sure if you can look the surface clearly. Now the samples on my hand, its processing way is by the grinding. Actually, now many Chinese factories will prefer grinding process because such terminal pin will be cheaper, and the price of the lacing than the price of the lacing process terminal pin. This shorter one, it is made by the lacing process. For such process, you can see its appearance is more beautiful. Clean, and also it's neat. During processing, we will do the transfer for the terminal pin, and customer can choose whether a lining or without a lining. To prevent rust and protect terminal pin better, we will do double rolling nickel plating or the copper plating after transfer on the surface of terminal pin. About the thickness of the coating, we suggest this data is from 1 to 4 micron. Yes. But we suggest not to over 4 micron, otherwise the welding with pin might loosen, and the coating thickness normally will be affecting the quality of the terminal tin. And then next, I will going to show you the parameters about our terminal pin. Yes, first of all is the diameter. Actually, for this specification, it can be customized according to customer requirements, and the terminal tin diameter we ever made are including 1.7 millimeter, 1.9 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 2.2 millimeter, and 2.4, 2.5, and 3 millimeter, and so on. Yes, the terminal pin's diameter. And about the pin's length, about this specification, it's also customized. Yes, and but most of customer inquiry is from 40 nm to 300 nm, and so on. About the material of terminal pin, we have the iron material, stainless steel material, or the iron with nickel coating or the copper coating for customer options. Yes, but we suggest you can choose the stainless steel material or the iron with the coating, because it will be helpful for prevent the rust for the terminal pin. Yes, and there are many features of our terminal pin, such as the small sizes, high work efficiency, long service life, high hardness, and the high density, and so on. And also, before shipment, we will promise there are no scratches, no burrs, no stains on the surface and the edge of terminal pin. Once you receive our terminal pin, we suggest to place the terminal pin indoors and promise free indoor humidity in order to protect goods well. Yes, and about the package, normally because you know the terminal pin is very heavy, so we will pack the terminal pin by the wooden cases. Sure, the wooden cases will be fumigated so that we can export to you. If you want to get a quotation from us, we suggest you supply the technical drawing or the sample to us so that we can know more about the specifications of the terminal pin, such as the pin diameter, length, material of pin, processing method which processing method do you prefer, lacing or grinding, and the quantity, and so on. Then we will check price for your reference immediately. And now our markets are including like Russia, Ukraine, India, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Turkey, and so on. Because of good sales and the strong market demand, our daily output is increasing every day, and our production capacity is over 1 million per year. Yes. So this is the brief introduction about our terminal pin. If you have any question, just leave your message to our assistants, and they will follow you as soon as possible. The next victims I'm going to introduce you is the resistant wire. Now, the samples on my hands is the resistant wire. About resistant wire, it is the heating element of the tubular heater, which converts electrical energy into heat energy. So the heating element is heating through resistant wire. Yes, for electrical heating elements, we need to do the coiling for resistant wire. Then we just install the coil inside. Yes, inside the heating elements. This is the resistant wire after coiling. Some customer call is spring. Yes. And also the resistant wire is the heavy goods. Normally we will make the heating wire into a roll, like the sample I'm showing you now. Yes. One roll's gross weight is about 1.5 kilogram to 2 kilogram. For example, these samples, the net weight is, yes, sorry, this one should. This is the smaller roll. Before loading, it will be packed by the carton and the wooden cases because like I said before, because it belongs to the heavy cargo, and the ingredient list will be enclosed together with the goods as well. Yes, and the next I will show you what material of our resistant wire we make. Yes. First of all, we are mainly provide iron, chromium, aluminum, electrical heating alloy, such as the iron, chromium 25, aluminum 5, or the iron, chromium 23, aluminum 5. This one. Now, for the samples on my hands, this one is the iron, chromium 25, aluminum 5 material. Yes. For such material, they are high operating temperature, long service life, large allowable surface load, and the good oxidation resistant wire. And the oxide field formed after oxidation has good chemical resistance and high resistivity, and its specific gravity is less than nickel chromium alloy, which have a good sulfur resistance, and the price is lower than the nickel chromium alloy resistant wire. So the second material we supply is the nickel chromium alloy, yes, such as the nickel 80, chromium 20. This one is like this one, for example, is the chromium 15 and the nickel 60. For such material, the high temperature strength is higher than that of iron, chromium, aluminum. It is not easy to deform under high temperature use, and they are high emissivity, strong corrosion resistance, and the long service life, and so on. Because they are made of the rarer nickel metal materials, actually this material will be several times higher than the iron, chromium, aluminum material, and their use temperature is lower than the iron, chromium, aluminum resistant wire. And also, we can make wound wire at the flat wire. This one is the flat wire. Also, we call it resistant tape. This shape is the round wire. Anyway, we can make according to your different requirements for the shape. And about the resistant wire diameter we can make is from 0.1 millimeter to 1.1 millimeter. And the tolerance of the meter resistance is plus minus 3%. And the international standard, is actually plus minus 5%. It means that our meter resistance is more precise. Now, from the sample, you can see that, yes, this is the meter resistance. So for the sample, this one is, yes, 23.43 ohm. If you want to get a quotation from us for the resistant wire, you should provide the wire diameter and the wire material and the resistance and the quantity, and then we can check price for your reference. About the quotation for the resistant tape, you should provide the surface area of section and also the tape's material, what material do you prefer, and the resistance and the quantity, and then we will check price for your reference as soon as possible. And this is the brief introduction of our resistant wire. And my colleague Lancy will introduce you the third fitting about the plug. Lancy?
Thank you, Anka. The last fitting we are going to introduce is plug. As you can see, the symbol on my hand. Other plugs. Some plugs are used for plugging up MgO powder of tubular electric heating elements during MgO powder filling by filling machine. Some plugs are used as the insulation part of electric heating elements. We supply different material plugs such as this is rubber material and ceramic material. Of this is ceramic material. For the ceramic material, we have lighting 5 ceramic, lighting 8 ceramic, and steel-tight ceramics. We also can supply the silicone material, and if you have any other materials you need, you can left your message and contact with us. And the shape, for the shape of the plug, the shape we can make it according to your requirement. We can make different shape according to your design as well. And you can see on this desk, the plug has different colors. We ever made many kinds of color, like blue, this blue color, red color, and white color. Black color we also can make it. If you have your requirement, you please contact with us. About the plug, this product has the characteristics of high temperature resistance, corrosion resistance, wear resistance, high strength, good insulation performance, which are very high quality but competitive price. Okay, this is the introduction of fitting of heating elements. In the next, we will enter the Q&A time. If you still have any question, please leave a message on the screen.
Yes. So we have give you a brief introduction for the fittings, including the resistor wire, plug, and the terminal thing for you just now. And if you have any question and any doubt, please just contact our assistant, and they can give you more details about such products. And the next part, like Lancy said, we are going to another part is our Q&A time. Let's take a break for 1 minute and watch a short video about our products, and we will see 1 minute later.
See you.
Yes. welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Let's start our Q&A part.
Yes, okay.
The first question is, what coating of terminal pin can you do? About the terminal pin, about the coating of terminal pin, we can make such as nickel coating, copper coating, and if you have your requirement, please left your message. We can discuss later. This is the first one of coating of terminal pin. The second question is, what's the processing method of terminal pin? About this question, the processing method of terminal pin, we have nothing and grading. Nothing and grading is fine for us. Both processing method is okay. Nothing and grading.
Okay.
And the third question is, what's the material of resistance wire? As we introduced, the material of resistance wire we can make, for example, iron, chromium, aluminum alloy, such as iron, chromium 25, aluminum 5, and iron, chromium 23, aluminum 5 as well. And if you have your requirement, just left your message. Nickel chromium alloy, such as nickel 18, chromium. Chromium. Yes, chromium 20. We also can make it.
Yes, nickel 80 and the chromium 20.
Yes, yes.
So on.
And the first question is, what's the resistance wire diameter? About the resistance wire diameter, we can make it from 0.1 millimeter to 1.1 millimeter. It's okay for us, the range of the wire diameter from 0.1 millimeter to 1.1 millimeter.
Yes, it's also customized according to your requirements.
Yes, okay. It's our for this Q&A part.
Yes.
If you have any other questions or doubts about our introduce or our products, you have any questions, you can left your message. We will contact with you soon.
Yes, and I had to write down the answers on this whiteboard. And if you have more questions, you can email us, and our email address is info@talkheater.com. Yes, and also if you are looking for more fittings about our heating elements, and then you can go through and yes, review our website. It's the www.sungrove.com.cn. Yes.
Yes, and next is our radiator introduction. Please,
Yes.
please keep following. Thank you for watching.
And see you later.
See you.
Goodbye.